Welcome back, you lovely bunch. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all doing good. What a gorgeous location for an intro, just at the bottom of Haytor that leads into Dartmoor National Park. Gorgeous place to ride. I'm in a bit of a rush. There's a storm forecast, massive thunderstorm things. I just quickly stopped actually to grab myself a coffee, a flapjack and a sausage roll because I started early, and the lady in the shop was like, "Are you mad being out on your bike today?" And I'm like, it's not going to rain till later, so fingers crossed we get a good few hours in before the rain starts. So we're out on the Yoeleo today with these Lun Hyper deep section wheels, and you know what, I've been riding this bike for ages now. It's been on the turbo. I feel like I'd give you a bit of a check-in to let you know how it's been surviving, what I think of it, all that sort of stuff, and enjoy this ride, and then show you some cows. Right guys, look, there's some cows. So I suppose, yeah, this is the Yoeleo R12. It is Yoeleo's aero frame. I do believe they brought out a new one now, but I don't know if it's newer than mine or the same as mine. But anyway, it's a blooming awesome frame. Very affordable. I think it's just over £1,000. I say affordable, and everyone always has a go at me when I say that. Like, no, I don't have a grand to spend on a bike either. But compared to the 50 grand like Specialised, you know, pretty affordable, isn't it? I think it's really good value for money, as are these wheels, you know, proper rate, like these like Lun Hyper wheels, proper good. So a lot of you guys have asked, did I prefer like the Winspace or the Yoeleo? Do I prefer like the Lun Hyper wheels or do I prefer the Yoeleo wheels? Well, and you know what, I normally wait till the end of the video to kind of like keep you guys watching, but you guys are gonna have to keep watching so I can tell you why I've come to this conclusion. I prefer the Yoeleo frame over the Winspace, and I prefer the Lun like Hyper wheels over Yoeleo wheels. There we go. I mean, that's just for this frame. You know, like the other Winspace I had, the SLC 2.0, not a bad frame. I just feel that this one is nicer. So I've stuck with this. So there we go. There's my little quick review, and I'll give you a little bit more info in a second. But right now, let's crack on before the rain comes. Well, it looks like that rain and wind is coming a lot sooner than it was meant to. I don't know why I decided to talk to you on a climb. So my whole setup is kind of like an aero, bit of a like fast setup, you know, because for crits, it's not actually designed with climbing in mind. It's definitely more of a fast frame. But if you're buying a bike, you're not just gonna do like flat rides on it, are you? There will be hills. So I wanna know, how do deep section wheels feel on this hill? How does the frame feel on this hill? And honestly, don't really notice. Feels fine. The wheels don't catch that much in the wind, but honestly, I think I'm dying. So give me a second to like get my breath back and I'll check in with you. I'm not sure how many metres it is to climb up Haytor. I think it's about like 400. I think it's like 6% gradient. It's quite nice. And like, this bike is fully aero with a 70mm rear wheel and a 60mm front. That's not that bad at all. Like, it doesn't feel heavy, but then the bike isn't heavy. I'm not actually sure how heavy it is. Definitely lighter than my Stayer. But I think testing it out for climbing, when it's not designed for that, you know, gives you a good indication. If it can perform well climbing and it's not designed for that, I think it's going to be well fast on the flats. I mean, it is well fast on the flats, I know that. Dying today. It's lovely though, isn't it? Nearly there. It wasn't going to rain until 1 o'clock or be a thunderstorm until 1 o'clock, and I've just got a warning on my phone saying it's going to be at 11. I mean, it's only 9:30, so we've got a bit of time. As far as like climbing on the aero frame with the like deep wheels, it's well good. I will put details down below for like all the wheels, the frames, so like pricing, like all that stuff, links to like their website so you can go over there and do it. I'm not going to keep banging on about how this frame and these wheels are much cheaper than like some mainstream brands. I mean, if you're going to go buy a set of Envy wheels, geez, I don't even know how much they cost. Like my Stayers are hand built, they're really nice. Like I've ridden on Zips, and Zips, honestly, I find them a bit heavy. They're not as nice as everyone makes out. There we go, I've said it. I like the Hypers, they're nice. But look at this, they're so nice, isn't it? Sorry, I'm distracted. Very nice bike, very nice view. Lovely. Like flat bladed spokes. So I'm pretty sure Lun Hyper, whatever their brand name is for the wheels, they didn't go for carbon spokes because a lot of people had problems with carbon spokes like separating. And apparently carbon spokes are just not that comfortable in wheels. So they've stuck to like, I don't know if they're alloy or steel. What a great product review, eh? But in my defence, didn't set out to do a product review, just set out for a nice ride and figured I'd have a chat to you about this bike because it's been ages since I rode it. Breathe. And yeah, I like waffling. And look at Dartmoor. It's lovely. So a little bit about the frame. It's all like nice and aero, like teardrop shapes. We've got this cut out here for the water bottle that, I don't know, I'm sure does something to do with aero-ness. This thing here, like at the rear, helps with the stiffness, you know. It's like Viagra, but for a bike. Integrated bar and stem. Pretty sweet setup. Your seat post clamp is in here. That's honestly one thing I don't like about it. Like, I know it's all aero and hidden, but like, it just sketches me out, like tightening them up. I'm genuinely scared, even doing it with a torque wrench scares me. I've got the Lun Hypers, my quad lock, Brighton like out front, and an old E-Tap group set, and some Goodyear Eagle F1s, 25mm, tubeless complete. So there we go, that's my setup. And I think probably the group set is the most expensive part on this bike. Yoeleo Winspace, amazing value for money. Such good value for money. Anyway, let's go and enjoy the moors, or the descent down the moors, not sure. Let's go. Came this way, right, because I thought it'd be nice and quiet, and as it turns out the floor is soaked. Like, the roads are actually dry, but now my bum is all wet because I came a nice way. Well, I shouldn't have. This bike is a rocket on the flat. I think like this wheel setup with this frame, absolutely lovely. It's like the perfect setup. It's so damn fast. Do you know what I've noticed as well? I have like 160mm rotors on this, and I only have 140 on my stayer. Oh, that's a bit wet. And you know what? I can notice the difference. I think I prefer like 160mm rotors. I do. Like, the stopping power is it's just more there, you know? I'm not going to swap my Shimano for 160 because it's just stupidly expensive to buy new discs. So I'll just deal with it. But preference is 160. There we go, random fact. But yeah, no, this bike is fast as hell. And you know what? It's really comfy. I think my steel frame from Stayer is stiffer than this, you know? But then that's the thing with carbon, isn't it? Like, the way you lay it up and all that stuff makes it like comfy in the right way and stiff in the right way. You know, good stiffness, good comfort. I got a flapjack this morning and it's been leaking in my pocket. Look, a bit of leakage, but it's actually blooming lovely, so I do rate it. And it's from the Rider Calf. Like riders in R-Y, not like R-I. Yeah, a little bit greasy, but lovely. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. I think that man over there's going to go for a wee, so we're going to leave him to it. Got the moors, and then you got the sea. Can't really go wrong, like moor to sea. And luckily there's been no rain yet, but I can feel it's going to come. Well, I nearly got 3 hours done, so I'm feeling quite happy. I don't think I've said this for ages. You know what? I really, really love riding bikes. I think they're amazing. You know, they just take you so many interesting places. Like here, look at it. As you can see, all the rain is forecast, so I'm trying to beat it home. That was an absolutely smashing ride. I really enjoyed that. I always forget to give you ride stats, you know. I could put it on the screen, but I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to be lazy. I'm just going to tell you. 72k, 3 hours, 20 minutes, 977 metres of climbing, 200 watt average, 1400 calories, Not bad. I've got like a really dirty palm because my bar tape is filthy. Come on, same question. I was honestly thinking maybe just put some black on because the frame is kind of like rainbow-y in the sun, and I don't know if like, I mean that definitely I think will clash, so maybe not that one. This one possibly, I don't know. Or do we just go for the classic black and white? Let me know down below. So I'll put links to the wheels, the frame, all that stuff down below. So if you do want like more details on it, and I'll put links to the videos that I've done on that frame. I just don't want to keep on rehashing like how much it costs, how much it weighs. Like I've said that, and I can't remember. That's the honest truth, and I'm not going to go back and look at my own video to tell you how much it weighs. It doesn't weigh a lot. Really nice frame. I've had no issues with it over the past, like, I think 12 months. So yeah, rate it. Massively rate it. And the wheels, absolutely beautiful. So like, good job Hyper and Lun, and good job Yoeleo. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you as always for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Bye.